Alright, well, the games at the museum sucked. Why don't we move on to the next game?
Cubic Ninja is a 3DS game released in 2011.
Go back to fucking hibernation, you need a rest.
Alright.
Anyway, this was just like one of those random games that I had and never played. I think I had this game since like 2015, which is crazy because that's when the game was the most expensive.
And why was this stupid little game so expensive back in 2015? Because this game was one of the ways to hack your 3DS. Yeah.
I think a modern example of a game like this would be Tony Hawk's American Wasteland for the Xbox 360. Both games were worth less than $10, but the second that people found out that you could hack your console with them, that's when they shot up in price.
But luckily, now both consoles have soft mods that use free software. But anyway, how's the game? It fucking sucks. Because it was made by Ubisoft. There's a mode to use the circle pad so you don't have to tilt the entire console. I don't know how the fuck it's supposed to work. I don't know how you're supposed to go into the foreground or the background with just the circle pad. So pretty much your only option is to tilt the entire console.
And overall, this game is just boring. The only reason you'd get this game is if you had nostalgia for it, or you bought a lot of 3DS games, and this was one of them.
But the characters are cute, and it has a level editor.
Yeah, well, so does Super Meat Boy.
I guess the game does hold a tiny bit of value still, because it is sort of a historic game for the 3DS. But I mean, so does the YouTube app, and Steel Diver, and Japanese Flipnote, and the Friends list.
By the way, if you think I'm joking, I'm not. You could legitimately use the YouTube app on the 3DS to access at least the homebrew menu. And what's even more funny is that when I had my 3DS and tried to install custom firmware, which ended up bricking it, that was when the YouTube hack was still being used.
Like, using the YouTube app to hack a 3DS is one of the craziest things. And you're probably wondering how I bricked my old console. I did the one thing you're not supposed to do, and that's follow a YouTube tutorial. Yeah, if you want to hack a 3DS, do not use a YouTube tutorial. They will always be outdated, and it will fuck up your machine.
But anyway, I've talked a little bit too long for a game that I only played for 5 minutes. There is no reason to buy this game. It's not interesting in the slightest.